Alright, I just wanted to make this video here to compare a few of these Kukris here. Okay, so these are some that we looked at in the past. This is the cold steel Kukri Machete. This is just a basic piece of steel made out of 1055 carbon, and it doesn't come with an edge. It comes with that. They call this a utility edge, but it needs work done to it very seriously, so it ain't gonna cut nothing. And this is the one that comes sharpened. This is the Kukri Plus. Nice little Kukri. This is a comparison of these two, tip to tip. Tip to tip. I would take the Kukri Plus because it's already sharp. Good edge on it. This is the Royal Kukri, a scaled up version of the Kukri Plus. It's bigger. It's got a lot more heft. And I guess that's why they call it the Royal Kukri, because you can it's a lot heavier too. You know, it would take some real skill or practice to get used to wielding it. You know, if you're out in the wild, you got plenty of space, but if you're in a closed-in area, you're gonna need to really know what you're doing so that you don't be hitting up objects while you're swinging it. But it's a good Kukri, and the edge is pretty much equivalent to the Kukri Plus, which is a lighter. You know, this is pretty much the size of the standard Kukri. This is the BudK Kukri, self-sharpened. I sharpened this myself. Put a little patina on it, and it's about a 1/4 inch thick. I like this thickness. This is the thickness I prefer on the majority of my blades. If I can get them about this thick. If they're a little bit thicker, that's fine. If they're a little bit thinner, that's fine. But for a knife, this is the thickness I prefer. I just thought they could have did better on the tang, back in the tang area on this one. But yeah, if it gets the right edge on it, it will be first. And this is the Nepal Kukri, and you can see that this baby is thick. It's my finger, so it's pretty much as wide as my fingernail. And it stays that way all the way down, almost to the very end tip of the blade, at least to this bend here. A very thick blade. As thick as my baby finger, and it's a lot of weight, you know. But I mean, you know, for chopping you want that, but for combat you wouldn't. You know, this is not the knife they use when they take a knife to combat. They say this is one of the ones they use in Afghanistan, and it may be modeled after it, but this is not the actual knife. It's just too heavy. Okay, but for a chopper and being out in the woods and so forth, well, yeah, it's a hand axe. You know, and you can use it for combat, but it just, you know, it's not ideal for it. But it does do what it claims to do, and that's chop well. Yep, nice handle on it, and trust me, if you use this handle for a while, for long periods of time, it's gonna come out your hand. You can have a grip like Hulk Hogan, and it's gonna come out your hand, seriously. But this one's lighter. You hear a little rattling in there. It's had that ever since I got it. You know. Sometimes it will make that sound, sometimes it won't. So this is another one. But yeah. The thickness of this one is pretty good. I like the thickness of this one. And the thickness of this one, well, it's the selling point for a lot of people. How thick it is. But notice they taper it down. They do a good job of tapering it down back in the tang area, so you don't have all that metal back in the hand in your handle. Because full tang doesn't have to be the same width all the way down. They call that decimal taper or something, I believe, and that works fine on this knife. And this side, yeah, they did a good job with the tang. I say they did a good job with the whole knife, since this is what people wanted. They wanted very thick kukris. But if I could get one just like this, with about a quarter of the metal scaled all the way down, it would be extremely nice, because that would take a significant amount of weight off of it. So yeah, the biggest thing I wanted to show is the difference between this Kukri Plus, which I did the bottle cutting video on, versus this Royal Kukri that's pretty much made identical, just larger. It's larger scale. And the tang does come all the way back into the handle. The metal is all the way back through the eye hole for the lanyard on these models. They full tang, well, encapsulated full tangs anyway. So if someone's thinking about getting these, well, yeah, I don't think you'd do wrong. I think this thing would do good. Yeah, this would be really nice. And this is the zombie hunter right here, because it's got the heft for it. But this will work too, but this is better for working if you need work to do with a kukri on, and it's also good for combat. I would never pass up a kukri with a nice point like that, because it's it'll thrust very well. As this one, it's kind of rounded, but it can still get the job done as far as thrusting. And with the right edge on it, this is a beast. All right, one good look at them. And these are the sheaths. This is the sheath that comes with the Kukri Plus, and this is the sheath that comes with the Royal Kukri. It's got 3 snaps on it because it's the bigger blade, whereas this one got 2 snaps, and they both have belt loops. Nice, generous belt loops, you know, on these 2 models. Let me get one last look at them. Big difference in them blades. Big difference. Let's try them. See. Big difference. You know. So yeah. I think if you get one, if someone gets one, they're going to probably want the other one. All right, peace, take care, and enjoy your day.